Dcryptofan, what's going on, beautiful people? What's going on, man? There's a lot of news going on. Let me tell you, man, the market looking crazy, but there's a lot of news going on. Now, I'm hearing about the Epstein file. Isn't that crazy? Um, it's crazy that they're talking about the Epstein file. This is very wild. I want to get into this because everybody's talking about the Epstein files and XRP and XLM, and I wanted to get into that. This is Dcryptofan. All we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. So yeah, everybody was in my chat, in my comments, and I saw everybody was talking about the Epstein files, and first of all, we don't do that stuff here. We don't do the Epstein files. And then they started talking about XRP and XLM being named in the Epstein files. So I was like, that's kind of wild. I was like, nah, this can't be. And then came emails of exactly that. So I went to go do my research, and Tammy Lynn also sent me that too, which was very wild when she said that. She sent that to me. So, when Tammy Lynn sends me stuff, I go do the research on it, which is very great content. So I thank her for sending me that stuff there. Just want to say that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so I saw that information. So yeah, that that sent off some alarms, you know what I'm saying? So I went looking. So I went to go do my research to see exactly what they're talking about. And yeah, sure enough, there was some emails. So I want to break down exactly what the emails are, because one thing we don't do hype. And I know that this is good clickbait. It sounds great for clickbait and all the conspiracies, but Dcryptofan, I don't do conspiracies. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to do stuff in black and white and make it sense. And then especially when you have Ripple themselves saying that there was no harm, no foul, which is wild. So everybody, if you don't know the Epstein files, they've been looking through the Epstein files. They're looking for everything. So Jeb McCabe's name came up, and also did XRP. That's crazy. And Jeb McCabe, so you guys will know, before Jeb McCabe started Stellar, Jeb McCabe was also part of XRP. So yeah, so they sent an email, and it went into the email, and let's get into it, man. So was Ripple a threat to Epstein Cole? Why traders believe new files could serve bullish for XRP? So what's going on? What's going on? I got everybody coming in the building. James Davidson, what's going on? All right, we got everybody coming in. We got a game. What's going on, my brother? What's going on? We got everybody coming in the building. Tonight we're gonna talk them Epstein's files. Yeah, some wild talk going on in crypto. When you start talking about crypto and Epstein, I wasn't thinking. I would never be thinking. Luda One, what's going on? What's going on? We got everybody coming in the building. Good evening, everybody. It's Dcryptofan. Where all we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. Good evening, everybody. It's Dcryptofan. Where all we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No, sorry about that. Phone call coming through. So let's get back into it. Yeah. So this Epstein files, Luda, appreciate, man. Appreciate the love. Thank you, man. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate all the love, y'all. Them roses, get it going, man. Get the algorithm going. Really appreciate the love, man. Thank you for all the hearts. Thank you for everything. So let's get into this, man. The Epstein files got XRP and XLM in there. Very, very wild, man. It's very, very wild. Isn't that crazy? So let's break it down, okay? Because there's a lot of narratives going out there. I'm hearing all the talk. They're talking. Listen, man. Y'all, listen, man. Sometimes when it's too good to be true, it is. Okay. I'm hearing all the narrative talk about Epstein being Satoshi. You heard that? Y'all heard about that? They're saying Epstein Satoshi. They're saying all kind of stuff. And I went and did my research. because I don't really like to get into all that clickbait and putting out information just to get people to tune in. So let's break down exactly what's going on. And let's start off with this. I just want, because one thing about the chat, one thing about my chat, this is the smartest people in the world. Okay? That's one thing I gotta say. These are the smartest people in the world. They're not into speculation. Okay? We like facts. At our age, we don't get too much into the rumors. Okay? This ain't housewives. This is not a reality TV show, Love and Hip Hop. Okay? We like facts over here. All right, so let's get into this. All right, so first things first, the email that everybody's talking about, that's talking about XRP XLM. Okay, so let's start it first. The email was actually received by Jet Epstein. Let's start off with that. Okay, so wait a second. Let's start off here. So the email was sent by a gentleman named Hill. Let me break this down. First, let me start this up because I had to do my research. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this down, and then also I'm gonna get into what David Schwartz said, whose head was former CTO of Ripple, which is one of the developers of XRP, and then also I'm gonna talk about, hey Jim, what's going on, brother? What's going on? I just got my glasses back, but you know what? I don't like how they did it. They put the medicine in the reading, and then what's called straight. But the thing is that when I'm straight, I can straight, but whatever. I don't care about that. But I don't like the way they did the glasses. But anyway, let's get into it. So let me get into this right here. Wait 1 second. If y'all just tuned in, we're talking about the Epstein file and exactly what's going on. All right. So first, let's start off with this. All right, what's going on, Crypto Gang? With the Epstein files. First, Epstein did not send the email. The email was sent to Epstein. Let's start off with that, okay? And the email was written by a gentleman named Austin Hill. Holistic, what's going on? We're going to break it down live. We don't do no hype, okay? We don't do narratives. We don't do stories, okay? We don't do that here. We do the factuals. What's going on, Crypto Gang? T-Boy, I want a better glasses, so what I said, so get some glasses through them. I work for it. Okay, yeah, this right here, I just got these. And the thing about what's crazy, I just got the same prescription coming in some, they're coming in some Tom Fords I just got, which is crazy, very crazy. So I got the same prescription. And because I told the lady that I wanted to make it 1.7 straight through. She said, nah, make it so that when I look straight, but imagine when I'm looking straight at you guys, I'm still reading because I wanted to make them straight readers. It's all the way through. But she says, oh, but how will you drive and this and this? But I don't even drive with my glasses. I don't need to drive with my glasses. So I should have just made them straight through. But it's whatever. Holistic, appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much for the love, man. Appreciate the love, man. Appreciate the energy. So let's get in this. The Epstein Files. If you just tune in as Dcryptofan, all we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. So we're going to get into the facts of this email. All right? I'm not going to say stuff that gets you hyped up, things that you guys want to hear. All right? Let's talk about it. So in 2014, okay, there was an email sent to Epstein, but it was sent to Epstein by Austin Hill, okay? And just so you understand, they have no ties to XRP developers, okay? So Austin Hill, let's break it down. All right, I want to break it down exactly what it is. So Austin Hill is an early Bitcoin infrastructure builder, not an XRP co-founder or no government official. He's the co-founder and CEO of Blockstream, okay? Active in Bitcoin circles from 2013 to 2016. Focus on Bitcoin-only infrastructure, sidechain, and developer tooling, okay? On July 14th, July 2014, y'all tuned in. We're talking about Epstein, the files. This is why XRP and XLM. We're talking real facts here. I went digging. This isn't no fake stuff. This is real facts. No opinions here. On Dcryptofan, we don't do hype. We don't do cap. We keep it 100. All right? Do with the news what you want. All right? Let's get into this. July 2014. What you said, the real Derek Jackson. Ripple is the one. Yes, sir. I definitely agree with that. So let's get into this. On July 2014, Hill wrote an email warning investors backing two horses. So basically, what he did, he sent an email to Epstein, because what happened, Epstein put some money investing in Coinbase and also investing in Ripple. So what he's trying to tell them, listen, you need to focus on one side. You're backing two horses, because at that time in 2014, early, XRP seemed to be the competitor to Bitcoin. That's right. That's what I said. XRP was the competitor to Bitcoin in 2014. So this gentleman Hill sent an email to Epstein to tell him, stop backing everybody. You need to just back Bitcoin. Let's break that down. Okay, let's say facts now. All right, I don't want y'all be telling me all this stuff there. Let's get this down. So in 2014, Hill wrote an email warning investors backing two horses in the same race, meaning funding Bitcoin-focused companies, while also funding payments and focused ledgers like Ripple and Stellar. That's the problem. The email was sent to a small group, including Jeffrey Epstein as a recipient only. Okay? And this is why I said, if you're building Bitcoin infrastructure, don't fund competing payment rails at the same time. That's what the email says. Okay? This is what the truth is. Okay? The factual. Let's get into this. All right? Because I wanted to go look this up, because this is some crazy news now. The stuff that's going on the internet. That's why I'm telling you. That's why I come to Dcryptofan. We don't do that here. We speak facts. Let's go into this. So a new batch of Jeffrey Epstein-related documents and emails have made public. All right? Some of those emails touch early crypto buildings, academic research, and venture capitals in 2012 to 2016 period. So what happens, they're going through these emails, and this is what they found. Okay? Now, mind you, this is in 2013, 2014. This ain't the Hinman. You need to be worrying about Hinman. If Ripple's not worrying about this, and I'm gonna tell you what David Schwartz and what and also what Chris Larson said. I'm gonna get into this. You know I go live. This is real. What's up, Wally 5850? What's going on? What's going on, gang? Let's get into this. So let's get into this, right? So the core issue, a new batch of Jerry Epstein related documents and emails have made it public. Okay? And some of those emails touch early crypto funding, academic research, and venture capital. When they say venture capital, meaning the people that invested in crypto early projects. That's what they're talking about when they talk about venture capital. Okay? This is the core. Everything else is interpretation layer. That's all rumors. Okay? The real, okay, facts. Let's get into facts of the article. You know, we don't do hype here. We don't do cap. Epstein gave money to MIT labs. And this is well documented. This is not the first time people heard this. Okay? And what happened, at first they didn't say nothing, but eventually they admitted it. Okay? His name was internationally hidden. Okay? First they hid it. I ain't gonna lie to you. They hid that Epstein gave some money. That's facts. Louis B, appreciate the love. Appreciate the roses, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you so much. All right? So now, once again, this is facts. We don't do speculation. Okay? If you want hype, go to a mother cast that's doing all that funny business promising 750. We don't do that here. We do facts, because y'all got common sense. If I wasn't doing facts, y'all would have found out already. Y'all too smart for that. Y'all ain't playing that. Y'all my age. We done seen it all. So let's get into this. So MIT leadership later apologized publicly. Listen to this. You can't make this stuff up. All right? Epstein gave money to MIT labs. You know who worked at MIT labs? You know who worked at MIT Lab, who's a professor at MIT Labs? Gensler, MIT, Gensler. Anyway, let's keep going. Okay, this is well documented and admitted by MIT. His name initially was hidden. Okay, but MIT later apologized publicly. So they was hiding that Epstein was giving them monies. Just put that. That's facts. Dcryptofan, we don't do hype. Look, Epstein helped fund early crypto researchers via MIT. Emails show he facilitated and routing money, including Bitcoin-related academic ventures. Emails show coordinated, right? But guess what? No coding, no controlling, none of that stuff. So let's get that out the way. All right? Now, Epstein invested in Coinbase in 2014. This is facts. Remember, we're doing facts right now. Listen, man. I'm not no freaking what do you call that? Conspiracy channel. We don't do that on Dcryptofan. I'm telling you right now, I don't do that. The only reason why I'm talking about Epstein because XRP and XLM came up there. When you talk crypto now, all bets off. Now I'm in the game. I don't do Diddy. I don't do Epstein. Now, if they talking about Diddy has some XRP and some XLM, then we're going to be talking about Diddy and on this right here. But we don't do that over here. So let's get back into this. So Epstein invested in Coinbase in 2014. That's facts. $3 million invested. And at that time, Coinbase was valued at $400 million. It was billions now. It's billions. Don't get out of here. Billions. All right? So routed through intermediaries, IGO Company LLC. Okay? Fred Arzam was aware of the investment existed and not misconducted. So let me tell you, just because he invested in Coinbase doesn't mean he did anything wrong. He can invest in Coinbase. Okay? But we're just saying facts now. Okay? It has been reported before. Now resurfacing emails. So this is not the first time they heard Epstein. This is not the first time they knew that Epstein invested in Coinbase. It just resurfaces email. So that's not new news. Okay? Okay, Epstein socialized with the major tech and finance figures. Now, this is where things get a little, Larry Summers, Joe Idle, Peter Thiels were both in his orbit. All right? But these don't imply them they was doing crimes. I almost slipped up, boy. Whoa, dang. That was almost a big slipped up. Dang. G Mays, what's going on? Wow, I almost dropped that word. Damn. Epstein Social was a major tech and finance figures, right? So now listen to this. Now, understand this. Epstein did not control Bitcoin, okay? Bitcoin is an open source. Let's just say that first. This is facts. Anyone, okay, can fund developers and fund control. Anybody could throw money at investment. Anybody's allowed to invest. It doesn't matter if it's Epstein. It doesn't matter if it's freaking whoever the most hated person in the world. They're allowed to invest in new businesses. High risk, high reward. That's not illegal. Let's say that. All right? But here it goes. Now, the 74%, 7.9 comments stay purely temporary, not casual. Now, listen to this right here. No evidence showed Epstein writing any codes. No evidence showed Epstein dedicated to any protocol changes. No evidence showed that Epstein held any governance authority. That's facts on the emails. So basically saying that the man didn't write any codes. And basically saying that there's nowhere in the emails showing that he had authority on any governance. Basically saying that he was on no governing body where he had a voice. And they're showing nothing involved in that. All right? That's why I like talking facts. Now, they're talking about the Satoshi. I know that man ain't Satoshi. I'll tell you right now, that man ain't Satoshi. That man did not write the Bitcoin code on blockchain. That man ain't Satoshi. I'll tell you right now, that right there. So y'all can believe what y'all want. Listen, man, Satoshi's going to be a smart-ass person. Ain't going to be Epstein. First of all, that's going to be a cat that looked like David Schwartz, that looked like, that's going to look like your boy there, Vitaly gonna look like your boy from what's the other boy there from Cardano? He gonna look like them guys. And I'm not profiling, but I am. Okay. Epstein Satoshi. What's wrong with y'all people? You think this man could write a code that sophisticated like Bitcoin? Are you serious? Come on, man. You maybe Charles Hoskin, maybe a David Schwartz, a Jed McCabe, but Epstein? The man sent money to MIT. He didn't go to MIT. Calm down. People. All right. Satoshi Bitcoin appears as a placemaker and symbolic invite. No evidence that Satoshi appeared anywhere after 2010. All right. That's one thing. All right. So I hear that rumor. I'm telling you, the internet gets crazy. The internet will get wild. Okay. Yeah. Come on. You know what writing codes are? You know what kind of man, these cats here thinking, man. Listen, man. That's harder than Chinese algebra. Okay, this you talking about. These type of codes is like people that freaking write, that make the math that says this ship, this NASA is gonna fly, and at this turn, this gonna fits through the window to get through the Listen, you know what type of math it takes to do these type of? Come on, relax, man. This man was doing different things. He wasn't coding. Epstein was not coding. I tell you that much right now. He was not coding. He was doing a whole different things. And I'm not going to get into what he was getting to. But I definitely tell you he wasn't writing codes. And what I mean when I say writing codes, meaning he was not building an infrastructure for Bitcoin and blockchain technology. I promise you he was not doing that. All right? So let me tell you this. So right? Bitcoin is corrupt because Epstein money touched it. Is that like, that's why they basically say, because Epstein throw money at Bitcoin. That means it's corrupt. Listen, every corrupt person out there got some Bitcoin. I'll tell you right now. Listen, everybody that's corrupted got some Bitcoin. So if that be the case, everybody's Satoshi. Let me say, let me tell you something. So you think these drug lords, you think they're still burying money in the, you think they're still doing like your boy Escobar? That he buried so much money, and when they want to dig it up, it was all out of there. This is 2026. They're not burying money in the backyard no more. How many stash houses you think is out there? Are you serious right now? Come on. Y'all my age, y'all know better. Let's keep it going. Okay? If that's a place, then Pablo Escobar is freaking Satoshi. Big freaking your boy there, what's it called? The guy that they just took for the gentleman they just took from from Venezuela. He has 660 Bitcoin. What is he, Satoshi too? What are you talking about? Stop it. Don't listen. Not everything that sounds good is real. Like, just because it sounds like good narrative and good sauce doesn't make it real. Okay, please. Let's stop all that right there. All right, let's get into this. All right. By most standards, okay, logic immediately says, okay, most VC funds, most early internet infrastructures would also be corrupt. Straight up. What was internet? Do y'all remember what the internet was? You gonna tell me the internet wasn't corrupted? Do you remember what's going on with the internet before they get regulations? Do you remember at one time they were talking about taking people off the internet that weren't 18? Do you remember how much all the wild porno, excuse me, I'm just saying facts. I'm not, with all respect for the ladies in here, I'm just being facts. But the internet was a lot of porno, a lot of rated R stuff. You could just go on and you see all type of things. And then later on they start putting warnings, start putting things on there. But you think the internet started like that? So when people are using this, oh my God, listen, man, calm down now. All right. Early capital often comes from morally compromised sources. Listen to this. Early capital often comes from morally compromised sources. That doesn't take the decentralized software. You ever hear this? You ever hear this right here? Right? The gun, like they say, you ever hear this? The gun, right? The gun is all cool until you take it and you aim it at somebody, you shoot them. That's when it becomes a problem. If you have a gun and you taking it to hunt and feed yourself, is that the problem? Or is it the problem when you take that gun and use it for other things? So it's the same thing with Bitcoin, man. You know what I mean? The life of the Mac says dope boys started trucking companies. Same thing. And if you want to go, look at the Rockefellers. Look at the Kennedys. There's a thing called prohibition. They were moving alcohol. Same thing. You're gonna blame the distilleries? You're gonna blame the people that made the alcohol? Just telling you, this is what it is. All right. So let's keep it going. So when they're talking about Satoshi, I'm talking about Epstein, relax. Emotionally, so also, right? When they're doing all that, that's just clickbait. Don't get caught up in clickbait. Get caught up in the facts, okay? Now, Epstein also interacted with early crypto ecosystem. This is true. You know what I'm saying? But he did not control Bitcoin. He invested in Bitcoin early, yes. This transparency, this is real. Everything else is just what's called. Just because he invested in Bitcoin early doesn't make Bitcoin dirty. Just like the people who were doing all that wild stuff on the internet doesn't make the internet dirty. Same thing. All right. So let's keep it going. So if you guys just tuned in, we're talking about the Epstein file. So if you get this Dcryptofan, all we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn, no hype, no cap. So if you just tuned in, I'm gonna start it back from the beginning. The Epstein file, right? This is an email that it opened from 2014, okay? And this was sent to Epstein. Big difference, okay? He didn't send the email out, okay? Because there's a lot of rumors, so I just want to, let's get in there. And we're going to get to Michael Saylor. I want to get to Michael Saylor also, okay? I want to get to Michael Saylor because they're talking about Michael Saylor being Satoshi too. Jesus, boy, y'all, they going crazy. They going crazy. If you guys don't know who Michael Saylor is what you call that? MicroStrategy. So basically what they do, all they do is buy Bitcoin. They don't buy nothing else. They buy Bitcoin at any price. And he's been buying the hell out of Bitcoin. He's been buying Bitcoin for 5 years. And that's all he does. The man even got $1 billion loan for 0%. Imagine if they gave you a $1 billion loan for 6 years at 0% when Bitcoin was at 15,000. How long would that take you to pay that back, huh? They're giving out $6 billion loans for 0%. Boy, I tell you, boy, they'll let some people get ahead for real, boy, and leave people like me and you paying 22%, kicking our butt trying to make it happen, Captain. But anyway, that's no here, no there. Let's get back into this. So, first, let me tell you this. They also were talking, let me get to this Michael Saylor part. So Michael Saylor, the article mentioned Michael Saylor because emails referenced 25,000 in charity donations placed near Epstein socially. There's no evidence of Saylor coordinating crypto activities with Epstein. And that's, people are just bringing that up. The man gave $25,000. That's it, okay? So that's what it is. All right, so the article claims Epstein, Satoshi as a guest. No proof of Satoshi appearing anywhere after 2010, okay? Conference after the symbolic placeholder names never showed up. No collaboration evidence of him and Satoshi ever meeting, okay? Nobody's met Satoshi. Nobody, okay? Nobody. There's nobody who's ever said they met Satoshi, okay? But Epstein, he's gonna be the guy that meets Satoshi. That's the wild one. Yeah, he met Santa Claus too. God damn it. Santa Claus was with Epstein too. It's the wild thing, man. It's wild, man. People will go crazy on the internet. Do not watch the internet, man. So let's keep it going. I want to break down exactly. If you just tune in as Dcryptofan, let me break down exactly what happened. So they're bringing up Jed McCabe, okay, an Epstein file. Jed McCabe was a co-founder. So what he did, he helped David Schwartz build XRP Ledger. And then he went to go start Stellar. So what happened, they looked, and back in 2012, 2013, Bitcoin wasn't at that time, it wasn't meant to be a store of value. It was to be for inflation to move monies. But what happened, they came with XRP, XLM, they were moving faster. So all of a sudden they became Bitcoin's competitors. Okay. So this is what happens, all right? And Chris Larson, also early internet entrepreneur, ran Ripple as payment company. Okay. He's also still with Ripple. Also XRP supply ledger. This is what he does. Okay. So this is why their names were brought up. But let me get into it. But what really happened, the email was sent by a gentleman named Hill. This is how it starts off. Okay. Let's break it down. I want to get into how it actually started, because it was an Epstein that sent the file. This is where things are getting misconstrued. Let's start it from the beginning. This email was from 2014, July. Okay? So what happened is this guy named Austin Hill, he sends the email to Jeff Epstein. You got me? You following me? This is how it starts. So Jeff Epstein, right, sent it also to Gio Ito for MIT Labs. So not only did he send it to Jeffrey Epstein, he also sent to the guy at MIT Labs. Okay? He'll warn against backing Bitcoin infrastructure because XRP was a competitor. So basically, he sent emails to warn everybody, listen, you can only pick one horse. Basically saying like, yo, if you mean your competition, it's like saying, hey, me and this gentleman's in competition and you got somebody who's throwing us both money. And the other person, hey, come on, bro. You sending money to our competitor. Chill. So this is what Hill was saying, okay? Don't back two horses in the race, which actually he said in the email. You're backing two horses in the same race. Money 247, what's going on, brother? What's going on, gang? Mark, what's going on, gang? You in the building. All right, so this was what he was saying. He's saying basically, y'all investing in, so basically you're investing. Let's say you're investing in Apple, right? And freaking, what's the other one? Samsung. So he's saying, bro, well, you just invest in Apple. Why you have to do Samsung? Samsung's our competitor. You get it? So this is what this guy Hill is sending. Okay. All right. And now, let me tell you why I knew it was not a problem. Because David Schwartz came out. Well, let me finish what this is about first. All right. So let me tell you who Austin Hill is. Austin Hill is an early Bitcoin infrastructure builder. Okay. So what he is, he's a co-founder and a CEO of Blockstream. Okay. It was active for Bitcoin in 2013 and 2016. You got me? You follow me now? So now, basically what his company was about Bitcoin infrastructure for side chains. So basically where you could connect to Bitcoin and people could use Bitcoin as a product. So he's building side chains. So basically building it where business could connect to Bitcoin. Okay? That's what he was doing. So in July 2014, he wrote an email. He wrote it to some investors in the Blockstream and the Bitcoin. So he says to them, yo, y'all need to relax. Because remember, back then, it wasn't so many coins. It wasn't 20,000 coins. It wasn't 20,000. Back then, you're talking about 100 coins. If that, okay? So he's warning investors, because remember, XRP at one time was number one for a little minute over Bitcoin. And it was number two over Ethereum. I hope y'all know that. But let me keep going. So in 2014, Hill wrote an email warning investors, you're backing two horses, basically saying, yo, bro, you're backing Bitcoin and you're backing XRP. Chill. Just back Bitcoin. That's us. Okay? This is what happened. So what happened is now the funding Bitcoin-focused company, while funding payments-focused ledgers like Ripple and Stellar, the email sent to a small group, including Jeffrey Epstein. The email, actually, if you're building Bitcoin infrastructures, do not fund competing rails at the same time. This is what he wrote in plain English. If you're building Bitcoin infrastructure, do not fund competing payment rails at the same time. Okay? This is what it is. And if this was a problem, okay? If this was a problem, David Schwartz would never came out. Okay, this is what David Schwartz says. You know, David Schwartz does not hold his. David Schwartz does not hold his mouth. David Schwartz will tell you what's on his mind. Okay, if y'all know about the Hinman with Ethereum, y'all saw Brad Garland House go after the SEC and spoke hard about the Hinman, how Hinman slid in Ethereum and put the lawsuit on XRP. You saw how they reacted. This is not the same reaction. So that tells you it's full of it. So let's keep it going. David Schwartz comment, okay? David Schwartz weighed in and said, this email is likely just an example. Resistance to Ripple was probably widespread. Hostility hurts the industry overall. Okay? That's what's his takeaway. Does that sound like somebody that was hanging out with Epstein? Does that sound like somebody who thinks that there was a conspiracy theory against them? Trust me, go see what they said. Go see what they said about Hinman. Go look that up, and you're going to see a whole different reaction. Okay? Telling you, it's a whole different action. So when I'm telling you, this was just an email that Austin Hill sent to Jeff Epstein to say, yo, bro, chill out. Are you with Bitcoin or are you with XRP Ledger? That's what that is. All right? Bulls 99. So if you just tuned in, that's what it is. There's no conspiracy. There's nothing. Jeff Epstein was not going to XRP. I know you guys want to hear a story, but that ain't the story. What happens, Jeff Epstein was the early investor and also with Coinbase. If you guys didn't understand that, let me get into that part because maybe you weren't aware of that. Let's bring it back. A new batch of Jeffrey Epstein-related documents and emails have been made publicly. Those are the same emails that touch on crypto early funding and research and venture capitals. What's venture capitals? Where money is coming out. Okay? In 2020, 2016 period. That's it. Okay? That's the core. Okay? Now, Epstein gave money to MIT. Now, this is part. MIT did lie. This is facts. Now, this right here is wild. Okay? You know, this right here, this is kind of wild now. Epstein gave money to MIT Media Labs. This is well documented. Okay? His name initially was hidden. Okay? And MIT later came out and apologized and said, yes, he did. But initially, they did hide that Epstein gave them money. MIT Labs. Okay? Just want to say that. That is facts. Okay? But the emails he facilitated were routed by money, including Bitcoin. But mind you, anybody could put money in Bitcoin. Okay? He invested $3 million into Coinbase. I didn't even know that. I didn't know Epstein invested $3 million in Coinbase. And at that time, that was in 2014, and Coinbase was valued at $400 million. It's a lot more than that. Routed through Intermediates IGO Company LLC. All right? But Fred Erhazem was aware of the investment existed, and there was no misconduct, basically saying that nobody hid that Epstein had invested $3 million. All right? Just want to get into that. So Epstein, okay, was hanging around with Larry Summers, Joe Ito, Peter Thales, with all his orbit. Okay? That's facts. That's fact. But understand now, Bitcoin is open source. And like I said, majority of new investments, the money doesn't come from all the right places. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay? But for people to think that Epstein is Satoshi, that man ain't writing no codes. He ain't doing that. Okay? Don't stop that. You gotta stop that. All right? What it seems like, to me, I'm going by the facts. Epstein was an early investor. Epstein was in the right circles. He was in right circles to be knowing that this. Why would say Epstein was in the right circles to know these investments? For you to be involved in, to have Bitcoin that early and XRP that early, wow. And for you to be in Coinbase at $3 million out of 440, what was it? Let me see, how much was it? $440 million, and you put $3 million. And Coinbase, what? What is Coinbase? Wait a second. Wait 1 second here. So that valuation at that time, Coinbase was worth 440 million. Coinbase right now is worth $60 billion. When he went, he put $3 million. Coinbase was 450 million. Coinbase is 60 million. Wait a second. Wait 1 second. Wait a second. Now, let me tell you. So that boy, so y'all think $3 million for 450 million. That man would have turned that $3 million into almost $50 million. This man here, this man crazy. That's wow. That's wow. Let me tell you, that boy would have went 1,600 plus, 16,000 plus. So meaning that, for example, you would have put $1,000, you'd have made $16,000 plus on that mother sucker there, man. This is sorry. You're talking. Oh my Lord, Jesus Christ! For every dollar would have been $16,600. You're talking about a million and 66%. $1,066,000. Oh my Lord! Let me tell you something, man. This guy Epstein. Let me tell you, boy, he was in the circle of investments, man. Let me tell you something, man. This guy Epstein. Let me tell you, boy, he was in the circle of investments, man. To Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry about that, y'all. That was one of my guys. He was calling me. Pause. But one of my finance guys. He needs some information. Buddha gang, what's going on? But yeah, man, just want to get into that information because let me tell you, there's a lot of clickbait going on. There's a lot of stuff out there with the Epstein files. I just want to clear that up one time and make sure I'm gonna do an episode on it. But yeah, Epstein is not Satoshi. Epstein didn't write the email. He received the email, and the email came from Hill. Okay, Austin Hill. Okay, and that's just a Bitcoin developer. And basically, what he was telling them that you were, so just that Austin is a co-founder and former CEO of Blockstream. He was active in 2013 to 2016. It focused only on Bitcoin infrastructure, on sidechain developments. Okay, that's what that's about. Okay, Julia, what's going on? In 2014, Austin Hill sent an email to a small group, which included Jeff Epstein. Okay, and basically, he was telling Jeff Epstein, exact words, Hill wrote an email warning investors backing two horses in the same race. So back then, XRP was Bitcoin's biggest competition. Bitcoin at one time early was not a store of value. It wasn't the digital gold that it turned out to be. It's just that all these other coins came out with better function, better use case. This is what happened. All right. Now listen. Now Bitcoin. So basically, what he was telling Jeff Epstein, you're investing in XRP and XLM, and so most people are not aware Jeff McCabe, he comes from XRP. He's actually one of the coders and designers. And he broke off and went and started his own protocol, which is Stellar and XLM. And just so you're aware, XLM and Stellar pretty much do the same thing. XRP does it for banks. Stellar does it for small businesses. Okay, just get that out of the way. If you notice, their prices move alike. When XRP runs, usually Stellar runs. When XRP takes a dump, usually Stellar will take a dump. Okay, but just so you're aware, originally it was Arthur Burrito, Chris Larson, David Schwartz, and Jeb McCabe of Stellar. They started XRP, and XRP started before Ripple. Understand that. And that's before Brad Garlinghouse. Brad Garlinghouse came on in 2013. Okay, let's put that there. So Jeffrey Epstein, he received the email. And basically, Austin Hill was telling bro, stay in one lane. Stick with one. All right? That's what it is. True facts. As much as I know people want to hear one, XRP is the one, they're trying to stop XRP. Believe me, David Schwartz came out and he said back then a lot of people were trying to slow innovation and XRP was hot. Believe me, when Ripple had a problem, they had a problem with Gensler and Hinman. When Ripple has a problem, they announce it. If you hear Brad Garlinghouse speak highly on how he was done wrong on Hinman, and you see that he speaks about it all the time. You want to get it confused. So what happened is Stellar been involved in this email in 2014 where they mentioned XRP and Stellar. That's why everybody's going crazy. And this Austin Hill writing that email. It'd be different if Jeff Epstein wrote the email. He didn't write the email. He received the email. All right? So just so you're aware, Jeffrey Epstein did not write the email. Yes, he did invest $3 million in Coinbase. Yes, he was an early investor in Bitcoin and in XRP and XLM. Yes, MIT lied. Well, they lied, but they hid that Jeff Epstein had gave them money and later came out and said, yes, they apologized for not putting out that information. So that part is very, very true. But remember, the email came from Austin Hill. Okay? Just wanted to say that. And this is back in 2014. Okay? So just want to say that. And his Stellar, and here goes what Jeb McCabe said himself. And the email's written about him. What's going on? Boss Buddha says, gang, was you on that island? First of all, I ain't got enough money, man. They would never invite. They want to invite me, man. Hey, my wallet. You had to be big money. My money ain't big enough to get on any island with them boys right there. They don't see my type of monies, but trust me, I ain't invited no Diddy parties, no Epstein parties. Listen, the only party they invited me to is at the Boatyard YOLO. Okay, that's it. I ain't getting invited to none of them parties. Okay. My party's an old school party, you heard me? They playing songs from the 80s and the 90s. That's where I'm getting invited, all right? So listen, 2019, 2014, Ripple was already live, already talking to banks, already focused on payments. Stellar launched right after that, founded by Jeb McCabe and Ripple. From Bitcoin maxis, points view back, way competitive. No corruption, no competition. This is what it is. And like I said, David Schwartz, out of his own mouth, said Ripple had no business or professional relations with Epstein. Neither did Stellar. He also said in email, likely represent, just by example, broad resistance replaced faces on early. His takeaway wasn't where we were attacked. It was kind of like the mindsets slowed down innovation. That's what David Schwartz said. So if XRP felt they were attacked, believe me, they would have said something. All right. So I just want to clear up all that false narrative and all that stuff that's going on with the Epstein file. Listen, man, the price is down. We got a lot of stuff going. We just went live in Europe. Now they're talking about diamonds. Oh, y'all didn't know about that. Diamonds. Oh, Dubai, $200 million custodian, diamonds, the paperwork, not the diamonds. Now, y'all got to slow down now. Not the diamonds itself. So you guys understand what tokenization is. It's just the paper, man. It's the paper on the blockchain. It's just a digital imprint. It's the digital paper. You see how your title for your car? Just imagine it be digital and being on your phone. Okay? So what this is the receipts for the diamonds. $280 million in diamonds. So basically, XRP is going to hold the receipt for the ownership on the ledger. So basically, when you want to, they don't hold the diamonds, but let's say you want to sell the diamonds, just like when you do on stock exchange, just like when you do on the internet, just like when you buy something on the internet, right? You buy it, they take your money, and they send it to you. Same thing. If you don't want to hold the gold, you don't want to hold the diamond, you just buy the diamond, just hold the receipt, and let them hold it for you. And later on, if you want to sell it, you sell the receipt. You sell the paper. The paper is the ownership. That's what's going on when they talk about tokenization. Do you understand this? Y'all know. I hope y'all know they don't taking the diamonds and they're dropping on in the internet. I hope y'all know that, right? It's the receipt, y'all. The tokenization is the receipt. It's a digital imprint on a receipt. So basically, if you own the receipt and it's digital, you can shoot it like a text. That's what tokenization is. I hope y'all know that, right? I hope y'all know they ain't gonna take the house and the car and tokenize it. You know they're tokenizing the title, right? I know you guys don't think this is Beam Me Up Scotty. I know y'all watching Star Trek, but I know that's not what y'all thought tokenization was, right? When they saying tokenize real world assets, they're talking about the paper, the ownership of it. There's not a token that you go play the video game. It's taking it digital. They call it a token, but it's not actual token. Just forget the word token. It's a digital paper. It's a digital imprint. That's all it is. So what happens is the reason why that digital imprint's important and why it's on the blockchain. Blockchain can't be erased. It can't be compromised. It can't be copycatted. It can't be counterfeited. All right. Once it's there, the information is there. You can't change it. So when you have an actual title, you could change the ownerships of when it's on the blockchain, where you can look and see who the previous ownerships are, but you can't change who the ownership right now is. If you want to go add who the new owner is, but you can't erase who the previous owner was or the owner at the time. You understand? So that's what it is. It saves the middleman. It saves the clerk. It saves mailing it. It saves so much. And then it saves you from fraud. You know how much money business is spending fraud? This eliminates all that money. The less fraud, the less cost to you. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Boss Buddha said it's like a Carfax. Pretty much. He's not lying, though. That's pretty much Carfax. That's a good analogy. Pretty much, that's what it is. So why he said Carfax is because Carfax will have, if you had an accident, but on Carfax, you actually can change it. You can go back and change it and actually update that information. Where on the blockchain, you ain't updating nothing. Yeah. GSG still going down, sir. Any thoughts? My thoughts on it right now, the liquidity's coming out of the market. There's a lot of stuff going, a lot of uncertainty in the market, uncertainty in the world right now. And until we can get liquidity and get some of this stuff that's going on with the Clarity Act, get what's going on till we get this technology being used at scale, that's what I think. Yeah, personally, here's my real thinking. My thinking is that you're not going to be tokenizing diamonds if tokenization is going anywhere. You're not going to be passing laws for Ripple to be used at scale if this asset was going to go to garbage. You're not going to be moving Japan, biggest banks, 2.7 trillion, 2.1 trillion, are not going to be moving to use XRP ledger if crypto and blockchain technology was going to zero. UK, Europe, Australia, Switzerland. You have right now the Senate arguing right now on the Clarity Act with Democrats and Republicans arguing. You have a president that they're arguing right now has a conflict of interest that he has a company called WLFI that's doing treasuries. If that treasury company and crypto was not going to be successful, why would they waste their time arguing with the president having crypto companies? The man has made more money in the last 2 years than he's made in his total time. I'm just talking about common sense. I'm using what I have common sense. Could I be wrong? Hell yes. Hell yes, I could be wrong. But my common sense as a 50-year-old man that's been on this earth and seen a lot of funny business and see that there's no government that's going to be Japan, Europe, United Kingdom, and America all running in a rush to implement this new technology. Why would the whole world, be trying to focus on some technology that was not going to be worth something tomorrow? That's all I'm saying. I mean, what do you guys think? JSG, thank you, sir. And I'm just saying, and I'm asking you, what do you think? And I'm being honest. I'm not saying to be facetious. I'm not saying it to I'm not saying to be sarcastic. I'm just asking you guys. I really want to know what you guys think. Like, does it make sense to y'all? Like, do you guys agree with what I'm saying? I'm not saying it to. I'm really want to know what y'all think. Am I alone in this information? Does that make sense what I'm saying? I'm really asking y'all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Mr. Positive, I think you're a solid buy Ghostware. I think you sold by. I think you sold by. What do you mean that? I don't know what that means. I think you sold by Ghostware. What does that mean? Mr. Positive, I don't know what that means. I think you should buy Ghostware. I don't know what that means. Boss Buddha, let me tell you right now, there ain't no turning back now. There's no turning back right now. There's no block. Larry Fink, JP Morgan, Jamie Dimons, they already said they're tokenizing right now as we speak. Go look at the post I just posted. Listen, that OUSG, that Ondo is Ondo, US short-term government treasuries. That's the government. That's BlackRock. That says OSUG. Listen, that's Ondo, US government treasuries. This is not Joe Schmoes. Ondo's doing US treasuries. Listen, go look at that post I just did. This already here. The government's in already. Y'all clowning. Listen, this is not going anywhere. The price is down. Yes, obvious, the price is down. But let me tell y'all people, did you think the world and the governments and these institutions, banks, Vanguard, you think they were going to get into crypto at all-time highs? How? If you own trillions of dollars, would you be buying at all-time highs? Especially if you control the world? Hell no. I'm going to break it down low, and I'm going to go ahead and buy it. I don't care what y'all think. Take that baby down, and let me bring my trillions of dollars straight up. I want 30% off the jump. I want to flip my money. Listen, y'all only got 3 trillion over there. Y'all barely got 2.5 trillion. I'm a whole 100 trillion. Y'all want some of this? Y'all better make sure I flip some money. And that's what I believe what's happening, man. Tell you right now. That's what I'm telling you right now. That's what I'm telling you. Why would you do? If you own trillions of company, you as yourself, what you gonna be like? No, I don't want to hurt the people. No, I don't want to hurt the people. I'm gonna buy the all-time highs. I'm gonna bring my constituents in, and we're gonna buy XRP at $3.66, right when the all-time high is $3.84. Yes, let's feed the whales. Let's take care of the world. Let's just guess what? Let's take all the homeless people out the streets. Let's make sure everybody's fed. In what world? What world y'all living in? Listen, I'm gonna tell you something that somebody told me a long time ago. If you want fair, go to Disney World. Listen, I'm gonna say it to you guys one more time. If you want fair, you go to Disney World. That's not the world. This ain't fair in this world. And y'all know better. Because we've been in this, we've seen this. I'm 51. Y'all have seen a lot like I've seen. All right? So there's no way that was gonna happen. That's common sense. I knew that in September. I knew that in September. Our whole chat knew that wasn't gonna happen. Hey, Boss Buddha said I sound like Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. They'll tell you right now, that's not gonna happen. All right? But I want to say to your folks, the industry is here. They're here for a reason. They're buying for a reason. This talk is happening for a reason. Why are they talking about? Why do you think they put out these Epstein files and this narrative about Bitcoin? Why do you think this narrative, these Epstein files, and all this stuff comes out right now? Think about it. This happened in 2014, folks. We are now in 2026. Who gives a damn about Epstein buying Bitcoin and back then? Who gives a damn about him? Listen, man. XRP's at $1.50, man. I give a damn about that. You think I give a damn about Epstein? This man's not even alive. This man's not even alive. Don't get distracted. The man he didn't even write the email. The email came to him. He didn't even write the email. They got y'all so distracted. He didn't even get the email. They're talking about an email that Austin Hill sent this man and told him, bro, chill out. Either you're investing in us or you're investing in XRP and XLM, but you need to choose one. There wasn't even a reply. This is what I'm talking about. Now they're calling Epstein Satoshi. They're saying that this man made Bitcoin. This man had the smarts. People, use common sense. This, you know me. I chop up people's name. I can't even spell people's name. So you're gonna tell me this man here went and coded the first blockchain, and he wrote that in. So you tell me he went and made blockchain technology. You know what Bitcoin was to hear? Bitcoin was to become disrupt everything. So he wants to disrupt his homeboys. So he came to go beat up his homeboys. You know the banks and all the people, that's his homeboys. So he went, and this guy was smart enough to say, I'm going to go write a code, right? That's going to make the blockchain technology. Blockchain technology. Do you guys understand that? This man here, he went and did that. He's Satoshi. Oh, really? Let me tell you. If that man there, let me tell you, if y'all believe that, somebody could sell, y'all could, let me tell you, whoever sold you that could sell water to a well. And whoever sold you that information could sell water to a well. Okay? Relax. If y'all want to, and some people, go look on, listen, some people are calling $1 XRP. And they're saying, let me tell you, there's so much stuff out there. They're saying that XRP hit $1, right? They're talking about XRP and straight from $1 to $30. Listen, man, don't get caught up in the narrative. Live in the world of facts. Live in the world of facts. What's facts? They got their license, EMI license in Europe. What's facts? $280 million in UEA diamonds on XRP Ledger. $180 million in tokenized treasuries on XRP Ledger. That's facts. This is facts, folks. Listen, this is happening right now. The price is going down, but guess what? They're going live right now. Okay? And you have to think of common sense. Why would the price be going down when everything's looking golden? XRP was at $3.60. We still had the lawsuit. XRP is at the cheapest price it's been in over a year, with the best news it's ever had since it's been built. This is the greatest news that XRP's had since it's been built. Folks, that tells you something is going on. They're throwing you Epstein files. They're throwing you, the man didn't even get the email. He didn't even send the email. He got the email. Do you guys see what's going on out there? There's a narrative they're throwing out there. This is the same narrative they threw out on Solana when Solana came at $14. $13. And the Solana ran up to $224. Solana right now looking terrible is at $99. and the bear market was at $13 with that same type of bad news. Somebody out here is trying intentionally to throw FUD on crypto. What FUD is? Fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Because if people start believing that Jeffrey Epstein, is the builder of Bitcoin, do you think they're gonna believe in Bitcoin if they believe that this guy building Bitcoin? They're gonna say, oh no, they're gonna say, oh no, that's not worth anything. So if you throw that FUD on Bitcoin, that Jeffrey Epstein, goddamn boy, next they're gonna say Diddy. I might as well say Puff Daddy freaking built Bitcoin. What the? These cats went crazy. What I'm here. Next thing I'll say Puffy. Puffy built Bitcoin too? Well, he's Ethereum? Well, guess what? Epstein is Satoshi. Vitali's not really Puffy must be but it must be the guy from Vitali. Listen, man. Don't let these people get distracted with what's going on right now. Don't get caught up in these distractions. Folks, the distractions are coming for a reason. These cats got $200 million in diamonds. That's just the first. Listen, they just got $200 million in diamonds. That just started. That's just the start. They just got $180 million. That's just a start. They just got EU just said yesterday, February 2nd, they just got their first license. They already got Greenline UK. UK's about to get their license. That license says now, just 2 days ago, XRP, they said XRP, Ripple, you can now let banks hold money, move money. Just 2 days ago. So just understand, before 2 days ago, XRP could not work in Europe. Banks could not custodian hold XRP. So what was it? Just technology. Now it's go time. Do you guys get that? Why would a price be going down when you're just opening the store? Let me tell you something. It's like you have a store. People throw money at your store. Your store is valued at $300. And then you tell me the day you open your store, now it's only valued $100. How's your store valued more than when it was open? We're at $3.66. We weren't open. And now we're at $1.54 and we're just opening up. People, you've been around a while. Use your common sense, man. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. Value does not go down when the value in real life goes up. Listen what I just said. Listen what I said. Value does not go down when value in real life is working. It's really working now. Now we just got to see how much money is going to be moved at scale. You know what determines what the price of XRP is going to be? How much monies, how much items, how much tokenization are we going to be moving at scale? Remember, everything that moves on the ledger needs XRP to move it. But go look at that. Listen, go look at that water slide analogy I gave y'all. XRP is like a water slide. Okay, the ledger. Just think of a water slide. If y'all ever been on a water slide, you know how you slide down the water? The water. The water makes you slide. The ledger, XRP ledger is a slide. Okay? The RLUSD is the person. The water is XRP. So when people are sliding down that ledger, that XRP is what slides them down there. So the more money that we need to go down the slide, the more XRP is going to be needed. All right? So for them to use that XRP at that water park and it gets too much, they're going to want your XRP. And you're going to tell them, hey, calm down now. If you want to go ahead and make your water slide work, you got to pay me for some of this water right here. Oh, yeah. And they're going to be like, and guess what? They got no choice because that slide is moving. And this is the greatest slide of America. This ain't Six Flags. This is the biggest. They're going to pay you for your water, and your water is XRP. All right? Tell you right now, Boss Buddha said Ripple is Diddy and XRP. Hey, lucky I stopped reading things out loud Hey, look, hey, look, y'all start reading things out loud. Buddha, boss Buddha. Hey, I'm teaching y'all too good. Hey, I'm teaching y'all too good. Hey, I'm telling you right now, I'm teaching y'all how this thing works too good. I'm not gonna repeat that, but that was a great analogy. I'm not gonna repeat that. But that was an awesome analogy, but I'm not gonna repeat that. This is G rated. This is Dcryptofan. Well, all we do is talk crypto. Make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. Hey, I had to do this. Ah, anyway, man, I just wanted to break down those files and break down. I hope you guys and ladies learn something. Really want to do. Don't let them gas you out your money. Don't let them gas you out your pocket. The Epstein files had nothing whatsoever to do with crypto. That man is not, let me say, he's not Satoshi. Okay? Once again, if you just tuned in, this is Dcryptofan. Well, all we do is talk crypto, make it easy for you to learn. No hype, no cap. The letter, the email that they're talking about is from 2014. The email came from a gentleman named Austin Hill. Austin Hill said that email to Epstein. He's basically telling Epstein, you're investing in Bitcoin and you're investing in XRP XLM. He's telling Epstein, listen, that's our competitors. You're basically you're putting money in two races in the horse. Pick one. Got me? Sorry about that. I got the heater on. That's what he's saying. He didn't write the letter. He received the letter. And it was sent to a group of people, not just Jeff Epstein. It wasn't just like him one-on-one. It was sent to a group of people saying, yo, chill. Don't invest in XRP and XLM. Just invest in Bitcoin. That's what it's about. So right now, they're throwing this narrative that's saying that Jeff Epstein is the creator of Bitcoin. Are you retarded? They're throwing FUD out there. This man, listen, I'm not trying to say Jeff Epstein is not an intelligent man. I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to tell you, the type of intelligence and brilliance to build a blockchain technology and build the first chain technology and to write that code, it's not Jeff Epstein. There's nothing in his profile that says he's nowhere near to doing that type of stuff. What are you talking about? That's Star Trek. Okay, that's David Schwartz. That's Chris Larson. That's Burrito. That's Charles Hoskins. That's Vitali. But definitely ain't no freaking damn Epstein. Listen, man, he invested. The only thing was funny. The only thing was funny is that MIT lied. Well, I don't say lied, but they hid his name as an investor and later came out and apologized for not naming his name. And that's MIT Labs. So that's a little funny business. And you know MIT, you know who used to work for MIT? Gensler, who was against crypto. Yes. But I'm going to tell you right now, the real reason why I know there's no funny business, because David Schwartz and Chris Larson, they're part of Chris Larson and David Schwartz and also Jed McCabe. Jed McCabe is the owner, co-founder of Stellar. He said there was no funny business. They were just trying to slow down competition. David Schwartz said that they were slowing down innovation. And if you notice, when they have a problem, they speak out of it because they had a problem with the Hinman. The Hinman speech is basically Hinman, he backdoored Ethereum and then went after XRP and called XRP a security. Now, if you want to hear how they feel about that, Brad Garland's house had a big problem and was screaming at the top of his lungs about that conspiracy. So if you're watching, you'll see this is not the same narrative. The way they felt about him was crazy. That was corruption. That was funny business. The Hinman, go look that up. That was funny. That's how you got Ethereum gotten in through the back door. Y'all didn't know about that. Go look that up. Okay? So basically, you had a guy named Hinman. He was working at SEC. They're saying this cat was meeting up with Vitali. That's basically, you can't do that sitting as the chairman of the SEC, basically backdooring. That's like saying, like, yo, you're a judge and you meet up with the dope boys. And not one time, a couple of times. That's what it is. So they had a problem with your boy Hinman meeting up with Vitali. 3 times, backdooring after he was advised not to by his workers at the SEC. That's facts. So that right there was compromising. This ain't. So right now, when they're tearing that narrative that Epstein was Bitcoin, that's for them to throw for that Bitcoin, to make Bitcoin look like, to make that price keep going. And then you know what they're going to do? Just like JP Morgan Chase, just like BlackRock. Hey, Bitcoin's the greatest thing. Bitcoin's the greatest thing. Let them outflows go. Let them outflows sell Bitcoin, sell Bitcoin. Throw that narrative out there. Epstein, Bitcoin. They saying Epstein. If y'all believe that Epstein built Bitcoin, there's something wrong with y'all. Let me tell you something. Y'all believe everything. I'm going to tell you right now, the man's not smart enough. He's an investor. He invested $3 million at Coinbase when Coinbase was only $440 million. That $3 million would turn to $50 billion. 30 billion, 50 billion, right there. Real time. Why he need to build Bitcoin if you're going to flip in money like that? You think if you flip it, the man flipping money, he obviously, he knew who the players were. He knew who the players were. He was getting in early. The man ain't made Bitcoin. He just has his ear to the streets. That's it. Bottom line. That man ain't make no Bitcoin. That man had his ear to the streets. He had connections. That's it. Bottom line. Okay? For you, first of all, for you to be buying Bitcoin and for you to be investing $3 million in Coinbase in 2014, yeah, you had the inside. Yeah, somebody put you on. For you to throw that type of money confidently back then, yeah, you had the inside, 100%. In my opinion, my humble opinion. I don't know about y'all, but if y'all had your homeboy in there telling you about Bitcoin, I'll tell you right now, a lot of y'all wouldn't be on this chat with me today. I'll tell you, a lot of the 100 people I see right now, if y'all homeboy, your homegirl would have told you about Bitcoin back then and told you some type of emails, ain't none of y'all gonna be on this chat because y'all would be buying Bitcoin for $10, $100. Y'all wouldn't be here with me right now. Y'all wouldn't be with me right now. And I promise you, I wouldn't be with y'all. I might, but my scenery be looking different. All right? So when they talk about the Epstein Files, don't get caught up in that. You know what I do here. I don't do hype. It might go slow. It might take longer. I don't get as much views, but I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm 51 years old. It doesn't look good. I'm not going to scream out 750, like Jake said, 750 XRP. The thing's at $1.50. The man said 750. This man called 750 and the thing went to $1.50. Jake said, wow, man. Jay, what's going on? What you said, brother? The crypto gang gave the news. You heard? That's right, my brother. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Jay, man. Appreciate everybody that's in there, man. But just wanted to get in tonight and say that because I know with the price going on and all the things that are going on, it's gonna bring some uncertainty. It's gonna make you feel like selling because I've been there in 2019. That certainty made me sell. It made me sell in 2019, and I missed out a lot. Boss Boot, appreciate you. So when I'm telling this news, it's not to tell you not to sell. I just want to let you know the information. So if you do sell, you make it off an educated decision. You're not just jumping off because you hear that Jeffrey Epstein is the Bitcoin. I can't even believe I even said that. This man made Bitcoin. Listen, man. Be careful out there, man. All right? This price, I'm buying. And y'all saw, I showed y'all I'm buying. Let me tell you something. Don't get so caught up in the price. Get caught up in the infrastructure. Get caught up in what's going on. Follow the money. I report every day. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll talk about it. And understand, you don't have to buy. Understand this. You don't have to buy. Sometimes it's okay with sitting on the sideline and learning. There's going to be another XRP. There's going to be another. Listen, there's always going to be another investment. Don't go kill yourself if you can't. Listen, man. Just sit back and watch how we do this. No, just joking. Just joking. Just watch how I do with my XRP. But here's one thing though, right? One thing I would tell y'all, I will be transparent. And I promise you this. If one thing I promise you, if this thing goes down, I'm going down too. I'm in it just like y'all, man. I'm saying I'm in it just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm in it just like y'all. I'll be honest with y'all. I'm in it just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm dollar cost averaging. I'm buying. I'm not lying. I posted it. I showed it, and I showed it not to show off, but just I don't want to seem like that guy that's telling y'all to buy, and I'm not doing the same thing. You know what I'm saying, and I'm not. Wait. I'm not telling y'all to buy. When I'm telling you, I don't want to tell you that I'm buying something, and I'm not. And just because I'm buying and I talk about it doesn't mean to buy. Let me tell you something. If you got a mortgage to pay, you better be paying your mortgage. Don't buy no XRP. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you, I ain't miss a car payment. That $1,600 gonna get paid every single month. That $1,600 car payment is gonna pay it every single month. I tell you that right now. Oh yeah. Let me tell you, grandson gotta stay fly. Grandson gonna stay fly before I buy my XRP. Listen, man. Don't be crazy. All right. Appreciate the love, man. Risk taker, appreciate the love. All right. Take it easy now, folks. There's no rush, man. There's no rush. There's no rush. Your investing is a lifetime. It's a lifetime. You're planting a seed now for 10 years from now. You're planting a seed next year from 10 years from now. You plant a seed 10 years. So when that 10 years come, all you do is got seeds blowing up every goddamn day. Goddamn, that one blew up. Goddamn, that one blew up. Goddamn, it's seeds everywhere, trees everywhere. Goddamn, money flying everywhere. We got to plant the seeds. Just like, when you plant the mango, I was talking about mango. You all know mango seasons, you got to wait. And the next thing you know, you're giving mangoes away. You're giving them mangoes away. We got to wait, man. We're planting the seed right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to tell you, and believe me, man, I study every single day. I study this. Y'all here with me every single day. Ask these people in my chat. They've been with me in almost a year now. Okay? And my people that's been on YouTube and IG and Facebook, they've been with me for over a year. They're going on 13, 14 months. We do this every single day. We study, we're watching our money. You know what I'm saying? We're not just talking, just saying we hope for it. We're studying. These people here, you on the chat with the smartest people in the world. They study every single day. You know what I'm saying? They study every single day. These folks are studying. They teach me things. I teach them things. This is the smartest chat in the world. Martin, thank you. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And we need to get the people in our world, our kids to understand that, our brothers, our sisters to understand that. The people that's not on this chat, we need to spread that knowledge. We got to let them know it's not going to happen overnight. This is how the rich keep getting rich. This is how the 1% stay the 1%. They don't have that mentality. I had to break that mentality, man. And I wish, oh my God, if I would have even did it at 30, even at 30, man. I started in my 40s. Man. Anyway. Anyway, man. Whatever, man. Sometimes I kick myself knowing what I know now. It's like, damn, Randy, especially in that 10-year, that booming era that we had, that booming .com era. Like, you could have made millions in that .com era. And it's like we're right back in that .com era, but this time we're more knowledgeable. And this is probably going to be more explosive than the .com era. But even that took a while. When we came to that internet, it took a good 6, 7, 8 years to get it right. You know what I'm saying? But they got it right. You can't live without it. You can't live without it. I remember when they told me in school, oh, you're going to have to use computers. I told that lady, all right, here's your computer this. Hey, they told me, you're going to have to use computers. I said, what? Computer this, man. I need the computer. Why do you with that little dot? Here's your little dot. Oh, yeah? Then they come out with Windows. Then they came out with this. Then they came out with that. Oh, my Lord. Now look at me. I got glasses because I stare at the computer so much. Now the teacher's like this at me. Back to you. Hey, the teacher's saying this to me now. And I got to take it. Like, yeah, you're right. Hey, the teacher's looking at me now like this. Yeah? Back to you, boy. She's right. She's right. She gave it right back to me. Let me see. Hershey's Kisses 546. Where do you get the latest news on ISO 2022's upcoming important utility coins? Um, Also, when you look at these ISO coins, it's very important. Dan Creed, what's going on? What's going on? Uh, it's very important that when you look at the ISO coins, try to look at the ISO coins that have ETFs and that got approved to be commodities by January 1st. So you might want to look at those, which is HBAR, Solano, XRP. That's it. Those are the three right now that got those ETFs. You know what I'm saying? XLM didn't get an ETF. Yeah, I would look at those right there. As far as now, without the ETF, strong ones that don't have the ETFs, of course, the strong ones that don't have, I'm sorry, that are not ISO 2022, well, that aren't ETFs would be Algo, IOTA, XDC. Those are the ones that are not ETFs right now off the top of my head. Let me see, because you got HBAR, you have XRP, also ADA, sorry, ADA too. ADA doesn't have a ETF. That's ISO 2022. Algo does not have a ETF. That's ISO 2022. IOTA doesn't, and Quant, they don't have ETF, and XDC. Those five are ISO 2022, and those do not have ETFs. But if you're looking at that Doge ETF, let me tell you, Doge have an ETF. How did Doge get in there and snuck in there is crazy, dog. That blows me out. You good, Dan Creed? You good, my brother? You good? You already know. You good, my bro? Doge getting the ETF is wild, man. I got Doge, and I still buy Doge. I bought some Doge. Y'all see on mine. I bought some more Doge. Hey, I'm not gonna fight against it, man. Why a meme has an ETF? I don't know if that's an Elon Musk got in their ear. I don't know how Doge got an ETF. I don't know, but it did. I'm happy. I own it. Hey, it is what it is. I'll take one. Hey, I'll take a win for no reason. I take a win for no reason. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. One time for the meme. One time for the meme team. Like Tammy Lynn calls it. One time for the casino coins. Let's say, let's see. Straud Film says, at what price point you think is it worth for XRP? I was buying XRP at $1.90. Let me tell you, I own my XRP on one for 48 cents and another one for 52 cents. But I've been buying XRP lately. And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll show it to y'all. I was buying at $1.90, $1.75, $1.50, and I own mines for 48 cents and 52 cents. And I was like, you know what? At $1.54, $1.06, I can't. I gotta get that. Even so, I own it way less than that. I gotta get that. That's yeah. I had to get some of that. But I've been ADA. I've been going hard on ADA right now. Chainlink, Ondo. And the reason why I've been going on Ondo is because Ondo is being BlackRock is using them for their tokenization. Like I reported to you on my last post, which I didn't even know that BlackRock. I just found that out yesterday when I did that post. Just so you understand, yesterday when I did the live, I found out that BlackRock was backing that Ondo. I didn't even know it's OUSG, Ondo, U.S. government treasuries. I was like, boof. I didn't even know that. So go look at the episode I just did. I wasn't aware of that. So I'm happy that I started buying Ondo, and I just started buying Ondo. I just started buying Chainlink, just started buying Ondo, and buying Solano on October 10th. And for some people, when I say just, yes, October 10th is just. Like I said to you, investment is a long time. You probably think, wait, that's 4 months. 4 months in investing in something is nothing. It's no time. That's why I say just October. So when y'all people want this sprint, it doesn't happen like that. That's why I say just. And it's not going live in another 6 months. So 6 months will be 10 months I'm investing in Ondo. That's a small time for investing. So that's why I say just. All right. So even just to put that in perspective, I said just. Yeah, it's because it was just in October. 4 months in investing in things like this crypto analogy. Boy, go in crypto, put $10,000, I'd be a millionaire in 6 months, man, and retire. No, that ain't happening. Stop that, man. I'm gonna retire in 6 months, man. And tell my boss to get you, because Jake said it's going to 750, man. It's not happening. I'll tell you right now. Tula's $1.45. $1.45. Let me tell you something, man. That's a great price, man. Great price. I'm not giving financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. And I don't know where you stand in life. I'm not going to tell somebody to buy something that I don't know where they stand in life. I don't even know what you could be getting evicted tomorrow and I'm going to tell you about XRP. No, I'm going to go tell you, go pay your goddamn bill. Yeah, go put some gas in your car. And once you get the gas, go get the money. And if you have a little bit, throw some at it. Yeah, telling you. Real talk, please, people. Don't FOMO. Don't be the person that fear of missing out. Don't be that. I'll miss out. Grandson's going to be good. My family's going to be good. And what I have left over, after I go get my Tito's, go chill just a little bit, I put in there. I have a set amount that I invest every single month, and I stick to it. Sometimes I go over when some investments seem to be a great value. A great value. And then when things go up, I'm going to slow down. When things were up, I wasn't spending like that. Hell nah. When they down, oh yeah, it's go time, baby. I don't spend money in the green. I don't spend money in the green. I'm not chasing. I don't chase. I chill right now. This is where I love to be, right here. Down at the bottom. I feel comfortable buying right here. I don't feel comfortable buying the green at all. It's never worked out for me. Buying right here works out better for me. Yeah. And I'm not giving you that. Just watch. Sit on the sideline and just watch. Literally, please do it. I'm not doing reverse psychology. Tell you to sit, and then after that, he's telling me to sit, so I don't buy, and then they will come up. No, I'm telling you to sit so you can learn confidence. So next cycle, that maybe you buy with more confidence. I'm telling you to sit so you can learn, so that when you watch this happen, next cycle you'll be in it ready, because you'll be like, damn, I saw it happen. I saw it go up. Dcryptofan was right or Dcryptofan was wrong. That's bottom line. All right. But anyway, man, let's get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been here over an hour. Just want to get into Epstein file because I know the price is going crazy and there's a lot of scared people. And I just want to give y'all real information. Like, don't think that Epstein was Satoshi and Bitcoin is going down because they found out that Jeffrey Epstein was Satoshi was the creator of Bitcoin. Okay. Julia, right there with you. You see what Julia says? It's time to shop. Whenever the fear and greed index is 11%. I don't know if y'all remember the last time we saw the fear and greed index around 10%, 11%. You remember what happened after that? I don't know if y'all remember what happened. That baby ran up to 52%. Yeah. Last time. Yeah. So anyway, folks, just keep it easy. Listen, pay attention to the news, man. All right? Easy says, load up your XRP, guys. Good night. Easy said that. I didn't say that, okay? Because that you guys know I cannot say that. But what I will tell you, I'm right with Easy. I'm right there with Julia. I'm right there with them. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm right there with them. And I'm not telling y'all to do that. I'm just saying that that's what I'm doing. And guess what? We all could be wrong. Julie could be wrong. Easy could be wrong. I could be wrong. James could be wrong. We all can be wrong. We're going with the highest educated guess. We're doing our research. We're digging in. We're not just throwing money and not knowing what we're throwing money at. We're not playing the guessing game. We're not just saying, 10,000 coins. What? I like that name. Go with that one. I like the name. 3 letters, XRP. I like that. XLM, I like that. Ada, I like the name. Well, Liberty. I like that. I went to a school called Well Liberty. Let me buy that. We're not doing that. We're not doing any of that, okay? We're studying the coins. Doge. I like the name of Doge. I'm going to buy Doge. He'll say, no, it's not. We're not doing that. Ethereum. It sounds like a video game. I love Ethereum. It's a video game. Ethereum. Let me buy Ethereum. You sound strong. You sound strong, Ethereum. Anyway, man, let me get out of here, man. Listen. Keep it cool, booty. Let's keep studying. Let's keep doing our research, and let's stay on top of it. I'm gonna be here with y'all. I'm gonna share with you. Listen, look at my stories. I show you I'm buying. I'm not gonna keep doing that. I just want to show y'all that I'm in with y'all. I just don't want to make it seem like I'm a cat that's on YouTube talking this. I'm buying just like y'all. All right, and I'm 100%. We'll be here tomorrow. We're back at talking about it. Mind you, I don't get paid off of this. I only got 6,000 followers. It's not like there's nothing going crazy. All right, I'm in it with y'all, 100%. If we go down, we're going down with the ship together, y'all. We're not going down with the ship. Keep a cool booty. All right, just relax. All right, relax. I've seen this before. This is not my first rodeo. All right, just relax. Keep it calm. All right, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll talk about it. Dcryptofan, man. Mañana. D Hill, Julia. You already know Crypto Gang. Hey, appreciate y'all. The D Hill in the building. You already know. Mañana. Good night, beautiful people. Be safe, all right? See y'all.